Hi, my name's Andy with wristadvisor.com, and today I have a very special watch review for you. We are getting hands-on with the Hublot Classic Fusion. This one is the 45mm version with the black leather strap. First, I want to say thanks to the guys at Moyer Fine Jewelers. They are an official Hublot dealer in the Midwest, one of the few, and they allowed us to get hands-on with this for a couple days so we can be able to share with you our thoughts and give you this hands-on review. And I'm really glad that they did. This is the first time I've really been able to kind of get hands-on with the Hublot, and I think a lot of us, mostly in the United States, are probably the same. I know this is really popular in Europe. I think Hublot does a better job marketing to the European market. I mean, I'm not a soccer fan, but you can't turn on a soccer game without seeing the Hublot logo in a couple different places. But being here in the United States, you don't see these out in the wild that often, which, to be honest, after we've been able to get hands-on with this for a couple days, I don't really know why not. I mean, I do have a couple theories on why maybe these aren't purchased as much in the United States. But, overall, just taking a look at this thing, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing. Light just shines off it in so many different directions. And here in a second, we're going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to give you, more of some closer shots on this hands-on review, so you can see this at all the different angles, and I can point out some things that maybe you know, maybe you don't. So let's go ahead and actually jump into that right now. I'm really excited to show this to you guys. So let's take a look at the Hublot Classic Fusion, black dial, black leather strap, in the 45mm. Okay, so now let's get a closer look at the Hublot Classic Fusion. So we have the box right here. Really matches the watch if you can't tell. So here we go. We have this in the 45mm version. And, at first glance, it doesn't really look like a 45mm. It plays really slim. I think that has to do with the thickness of the case. But let's go into some things that I think it's important to know about the Hublot Classic Fusion, so you guys have a really good understanding of what this watch is. I definitely think I would have to say there's 5 things that you would have to know if you are interested in buying this watch. So the first thing is the case design. So as you can see, it has a mix between polished and brushed finish, but what's most notable is the lugs and the bezel. So this is a brushed finish, and I'm giving you a really good view of this right now. Absolutely beautiful. Now, my only hesitation with this watch is that this is a stainless steel case and a stainless steel bezel. If this gets nicked or scratched, you're definitely going to be able to see it. If I could give one critique of Hublot with the case design, is that this bezel would be made of high-grade titanium or something that is more scratch resistant, so the wearer doesn't have to purchase a watch that's almost $8,000 that, the main feature of it could, not get damaged, but could show signs of wear pretty easy. So the next thing to talk about in this is we have the movement. So we have a see-through case back. We have a 40-hour power reserve, roughly. Now, this is not an in-house caliber like you see with the Big Bang. I think this is a Sellita 300 base movement. Definitely something that's solid, Swiss-made, something that is in a lot of watches today. I'd like to see Hublot go in-house caliber with the Classic Fusion, and it's something that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because this watch, really truly does probably deserve some of that technology, but what it has now is perfectly fine, and definitely something that I'd feel comfortable owning in my collection. The strap on this is a leather strap, but it's housed around rubber. Hublot, and when they came on the scene, it was something that differentiated themselves, is that they were one of the first luxury watchmakers to put their watches on rubber straps, which, you know, completely baffled the, you know, very traditional watch industry, but people really took hold to it, and it was one of the things that was a launch pad for them to get their name out there and rise in popularity. I've already mentioned it. This is almost at an $8,000 price point, $7,700. I would say, as far as a value standpoint, it's pretty good. You know, it might be priced a little bit high considering that it does not have an in-house caliber movement. But, you know, for $7,700, you're getting a beautiful watch. And I'm going to put it on the wrist for you guys. You're getting an absolutely beautiful watch that you're going to be proud to own. It's something that, you know, is going to retain its value, you know, if you buy it at the right price point. And as you can see, it just looks absolutely stunning. 100%. And you can see the buckle here is got the H on it for Hublot, and it still has all the stickers on it. I'm not going to take them off. But, you know, it's just an absolutely beautiful watch. That $7,700 price point. I know that there's a lot of competition for watches in this price point. But, you know, if you're into the case design, if you're into, you know, everything that this watch has to offer, you know, definitely go for it. Don't let that hold you back. Now, the popularity of this, I think, is going to vary between which market you're in. If you're in the European market, I definitely think that, you know, you might have a higher perception of this watch because the marketing and branding over there is just a lot different than what it is in the United States. It's slowly growing in popularity in the United States. I mean, I think most enthusiasts know what Hublot is, probably haven't had hands-on experience or, you know, have any, you know, fellow watch enthusiasts that may own one. So, you know, it's something that is definitely growing here. I would say in the United States, it's more coastal than it is middle America, but I see that changing soon. You know, talking to, you know, the local authorized dealer, Moyer Fine Jeweler, who allowed us to get hands-on with this. I mean, Hublot is hot. So, you know, they're doing a good job selling them. So, you know, great for them, great for Hublot. So, you know, to finish the video in the hands-on review of this watch, you know, I'd overall have to say this is an amazing watch. It's something that, like I said, you'd be proud to own. Very legible. Definitely has its own unique DNA when it comes to watchmaking and watch design. And if there's not going to be any question, if someone sees this on your wrist, they're immediately going to know it's not something that's cookie cutter. And if that person knows anything about watches, they will immediately recognize that this is a Hublot. And I know for some people that's a big deal. For me, not so much. But, you know, I'm not going to ignore that's a part of the segment of people that buy watches. So, and that's not a bad thing. You know, people like to, you know, use this as an expression of themselves, and all the more to them for being able to do that. So again, overall, great watch by Hublot, the Classic Fusion. This is the 45 millimeter. It comes in a 42. Can't go wrong. There's different dial variations, strap variations. So go to their website, check it out. If you like this, I know the guys at Moyer have got a lot in stock, so give them a call. So again, for the last time, thanks for joining us on this video. If you do like the style of this video, you know, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It really does help us get more hands-on with watches like this, so you guys can see, you know, everything else that's out there. So again, thank you, and we will see you on the next one.